Hi, I'm Robin from Robin Bitsnpieces, and I want to introduce you to my four-legged family. This is Whiskers. He's about 14 years old. He's a schnauzer. I used to groom him for an elderly couple and they wanted to give him away. He's about 10 pounds. His ears aren't docked. Most generally when schnauzers' ears aren't docked, they fold over. He looks like a little donkey. Anyhow, he's getting older. He's got cataracts. His teeth are had to be pulled, not falling out. I took him to the dentist. He used to let me work on him and clean him, but he won't anymore. He's got the gum that's receding and they're tender. And the first time I took him, he was a real drama queen. He come out and he was crying and put his head under my armpit. He just made a real big show of it. The vet calls the little skin bumps warts. I just call them skin bumps. Schnauzers are known for that when they get older. And I've had a few removed, but you take one off and like 10 more come back. He's a good guy. He's been great with puppies. Since he's getting the cataracts, he has his nose between my ankles almost everywhere I walk. He has always been my shadow, but it is getting worse. He's one of my bed buddies. On to the next one. This is Lily. She's going to be 11 in July. She is my second Havanese to show. She was missing a 3-point major to be a finished champion. I did go ahead and have professional pictures of her, of all my dogs that need to be champions. That should be her. She loves to show. I was just in there to hold the lead. She's passive, but she is a socialite. We go to the vet, she visits. I took her to the nursing home and she was a hit. They all just loved her. She sings to them, and I've got a video of that I will include. She's very lovely. Now with puppies, she tries to make them mine, but she can't. Denali, she had him by the scruff. She was laying down on the ground. She was doing all she could to put him in submission, and he was being a little brat. And my bad girl, she was like really close to having puppies. She went over there with this great big round belly, just growled at him, and he laid down. She is my dominant one. But anyhow, I wanted to talk about her coat. We got a worm of some sort. I can't pronounce it. Stop. And she lost all of her coat. She was down to 7 pounds. She normally weighs 10. And I've been cooking tuna, potato, carrot, and green bean. It's 1 can of green beans, 1 can of tuna, 1 medium carrot, and 1 medium potato. And I grind it up in my food processor, cook it, and she is getting a lovely coat back. This is the best her coat's ever been. And I'm putting this on here so that my breeder and my mentor can see how lovely her coat's coming back in. I'm probably not going to keep her in coat because it's grooming. It's lots of grooming, and like I said, I promised myself at a certain age I was going to quit showing, and I've got other things I want to do besides brushing dogs 3 times a week, blowing them out. There's not a lot of trim into this. When you're showing a Havanese, I'm going to do that in my next video in case somebody's new and wanting to learn. Sing! Oh, sing pretty. Lily, sing. Sing it. Sing. Sing pretty. Oh, sing better. Quit. Quit. This is the one we nicknamed Bad Girl because she gets into stuff. She gets into the trash and tears up toilet paper. She can open the bifold door, open the lid on the trash can. 5 days before a big show, she had learned that she could get in the pins out of the back of a cabinet and got a hold of a blue gel pen. Really funny. I have a door between my kitchen and my hallway, and I come out there and she'll be dancing on her hind legs with her feet up in the air and barking at me like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Her first weekend out at 6 months old, she got a 5-point major, a clean sweep. She beat the specials. She beat everybody. And then after that, she decided she didn't like to show. Tail would go down. I'd try to get down on the ground and stack her, and she was like a limp noodle. And I mean, it was like an exercise course for me. It took me a 1.5 years to get her finished. I finished her at the same place I finished her mom, which was kind of ironic. And I mean, in coat, she is just beautiful. And I do have professional pictures of her in full coat because after I finished a champion, I always got their professional picture taken. I finished 3 champions and came real close to finishing 2. Like I said, she is my dominant girl here. She's in charge of everything. I take her anywhere, and she is a nervous wreck. She doesn't like to go anywhere. She's just ornery, aren't you? This is Martini. She's about 8 years old. She is out of my second litter, out of my first champion. It's not show quality. She's kind of roach back. She's missing some teeth, which makes them crooked. I had her sister, Dusty, and I was showing her, and they're just too fine boned. I wasn't going to breed them, so I quit. Dusty no longer lives with us, but I do have pictures of them both. I tried to recreate. I saw a picture of old woman looking in the mirror and the young woman looking back, and I had a picture frame, and I had them in full coat and them both looking at each other, and then I trimmed them down. A couple weeks later I took them back and we repeated those same pictures like before and after. They turned out excellent. I'll try to get those posted in this video as well. She's not dominant. I would love to pet her out, but she's my husband's favorite. She's passive. She's very passive. And I know if you've been following me, you've seen Jazz in some of the videos. She likes to give hugs. She's not show quality. She was a puppy payback from breeding with my male champion. My son wants her. I don't know how well that's going to work because he's got a 1.5-year-old that likes to pat. He's used to a German Shepherd, and she's growling. I don't want either one of them to get, not her to get hurt or her to hurt him. She likes hugs. Her likes hugs. Here's a lovey little girl, likes back scratches and likes to talk to me. I've got a video of that. I'll try to get added into this. Jazz, do you want down? Do you want down? Huh? Do you want down? No. You sure you don't want down? Want down? See if she'll do it. I don't know if she'll do it out here. All my dogs are potty pad trained because when you're showing in full coat, you don't want to get mud balls and snowballs in the coat. It ruins it. You can talk to me, Jazz? Aww. Jazz. Aww. Are you talking? Oh, poor girl. What's the matter? Oh, do you want picked up? Do you want picked up? These guys are out of Lily. This was her last litter. I only had 2 puppies. They turned out awesome. I bred them away from my normal breeder. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. I've been running in and out and grabbing dogs and trying to keep them quiet. Denali, I showed him, he's got 10 points, but there were no majors. And I promised myself at a certain age I was going to quit showing. His last show, he won the whole weekend. And then the show before that was a 10-day show, and he won 5 of the 10 days. He was naughty. He was so naughty at the 10-day show. He'd walk like a champ outside the ring, and we'd get in, and it was like the party was on. And I brought him home, and like every other day, I walked him like 10 minutes on the treadmill, and we went to the next show. It was like awesome, just awesome. I should do a video of working with dogs on the treadmill because I've had 2 that I could not show because they just wouldn't walk good. What, Danny? This is his sister, Danielle. She's a bed buddy. She's my grinner. The only dog I have as dominant is the one I call Bad Girl. What's it, baby? Aww. This little guy is about 2 or 3 years old. He's out of my very last litter. He was a third of the size of the rest of them. The mom was not pulling him off or pushing him in the side. Had that happen before, and that was a disaster to try to save. You need to listen to your mommies. The one that was a disaster ended up having cerebral lesions, fell down my steps, would pee on the floor, run in a circle and step in it, grind his teeth. And what the cerebral lesion did was make him not know where his feet were in time and space. This little guy, he was only just the runt. He was just way smaller. And I've got pictures. I'll try to show that to you so you can maybe get an idea how much littler he was. and she wasn't pushing him in the corner, but the other puppies were pushing him off, so I ended up substituting or supplementing in between with goat's milk. And he wouldn't been show, he's got nice structure, but he would not been show quality because he only had one testicle drop. He's kind of passive. He does not like to be alone. He's usually in with my other boy, and I let them run in the evening. Anyhow, thanks for joining. If you like my videos, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm right now I'm doing one video every 2 weeks because I'm working like full-time hours. I'm only on call, but they're running short, and I just don't have the time to do them as often as I would like. And some of my projects are pretty substantial that take quite a bit of time, and in order to make one every week of these projects, I'm really working extremely hard to get them done, and I want to enjoy my projects. So like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.